Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, it's that time of year. We're jumping into draft season. Anthony Richardson versus Florida State. Fired up for this one. We've got some explosive big plays. We've got some potential inconsistencies, to put it mildly. We're going to dive into the film, pull it apart, analyze it, see what we see what we think translates to the next level. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. Really the foundation, the bedrock of this channel. It's a great way to support the channel. You get even more Quarterback School content. It has never been cheaper. There's never been more content available over there. So if you're thinking about joining, please become a member. Check it out. The link is in the video description. I sincerely appreciate the support for the channel. As for this video, let's get into it. Anthony Richardson versus Florida State. This is a tough L, 38-45. Bit of a weird statistical day. Also, 9 for 27, almost 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, 10 rushes for 44 yards. This first one, it's tough for me because I'm not going to sit here and pretend to tell you that I know what the read is. But I am going to sit here and say, hey, let's look at his helmet stripe, see where he's looking, see what times out and what looks like it could be there. And then kind of try to pull it apart, put it back together, and analyze what projects to the next level. Now, it looks like he's looking to our left. Right there. Now, we got to move up in the pocket, get off our launch point. You know, do we have a chance to reset? Could we get up, violent movement, reset? Maybe. But he's also a pretty good athlete. Get out of there, go make something positive happen. 3rd and 8, get a first down, get close to a first down. Okay. But now let's look down here at the bottom of the screen, the point of the bunch, the number 2 receiver. He's going to run a corner. And this is a big hit. We got the mailbox up. We got a massive opportunity for a big play. There's essentially no one guarding him. That mailbox right there, you would love to be able to see what that looks like, to be able to get there from whatever the read is. So that's a big miss. Now, is that the read? I don't know. It looks like they're trying to work like a wrap in with kind of a little gather here, you know, and it's 3rd and 8, so that makes sense that those are the reads. But if you're looking over here, so if your eyes are over here, you would love to just kind of see the space of this pop. That's all I'm saying. The vision of it, because he does have some nice vision as this thing winds down, but it's almost never down the field. So again, you can see the in and the hitch or option are matched up, but there's no one on the corner. So it's just a tough miss, but I do like the ability to say, hey, for whatever reason, I got to go. Let's make this a 4th and gettable here, as opposed to hanging back there, not seeing it, and taking a sack. But again, could he get up and reset? Up, reset, make a big play? Yes, but you can see here, his eyes, I think more than anything else, off the launch point, eyes downward running. Okay, it's not a terrible decision. You go get some, but you miss a big play. Next one here, big touchdown to the number 1 at the bottom of the screen. I'm going to call this a pump 7. Get a little small anticipation. Big hit, though. Nice arm. He takes a big shot. That's a beautiful throw. Considering the hit he takes right here in the pocket, watch him get absolutely smacked as he delivers this thing. It's a really nice play. So these kind of big play flash, this ability to do this right here, beautiful throw. Again, that's a massive hit. Look at 15 just lay the thunder. Boom, you see his head snap. That is a big time throw into that type of collision, and that's a beautiful toss. Now, it's also a really nice route as well at the bottom of the screen. We're going to get here with that little motion, cause some issues here. You know, who's who in the zoo here as far as watch the corner at the bottom, switch with the defender coming across. So you can see just that little, besides for the flicker, the little matrix creeping into the video. We're going to up, and then for me, this is that 7, and then there's the up. So 7 pump, out and up, old school down, out and up, whatever the hell you want to call it. I like the design, and I love the throw. This is a big boy chuck down the field. From the 40 all the way past the 10, across the field, big arm strength, very nice lower A anticipation as well coming out of a double move. But we're showing the accuracy, the arm strength, the toughness. There's a lot to like right here. There really is. It's a big time chunk play. I love big splash chunk plays. Translate any level. Next one here, 2nd and 6. Touchdown pass, sneak flat. I'm guessing number 38 on Florida State just kind of loses his mind. But Florida does a nice job of moving the quarterback here to be able to change the launch point, get Richardson on the edge. They do it a number of times, especially to his right. Sneak flat. Big, easy one. They ask 87 to do a lot as well. But I like this design, especially nice when the defender just loses his mind. So again, you dress him up with a little shorty motion. Okay, what does that do? Potentially causes some issues right here at safety. Is he going to get in here, go get blocked? Is he going to go get MDM'd? What we're going to do is sneak flat this guy across the line and into the flat. And so when this defender, guessing that he probably has the new 2, meaning that he's responsible for this tight end, but this tight end blocks. So the new 2 coming all the way from over here, someone's got to be with him with the flat. If someone's not running with him from across in some sort of man or match, someone over here has got to match to that. So when 38 kind of loses his mind here, baseball turns to go hunt up the over or the corner, there's nobody in the flat. So nice scheme, nice job from AR-15 here, just taking what's there. This is an easy touchdown pass. But he's got opportunities for similar touchdown passes later in the game, and he doesn't hit. So this one is certainly wide ass open to take advantage of it. Watch 38 at the bottom left corner. He's worried about the motion. Oh no. Baseball turn. Nobody there. Walk in. Make your layups. Nice. Next one here. 2nd and 9. Deep hook to the number 2. To me, these kind of deep hooks are real tough. They're even tougher when you're getting held. This is one of my throws that I really like in this game from Richardson because he kind of gets off his launch point, but he's quick. There's a twitch to it. So watch him at the top. It's not perfect. He's got to move a little bit, and he shows off the arm strength. So play fake, quick movement, over, boom. Fast, accurate, decisive. Really love the pocket movement. Again, to me, the reason I say, I don't like these type of routes, I don't like these types of deep route hooks versus man coverage. Now, you get helped here when the guy pulls you and bodies him up, but he's right on you. To me, philosophically, I don't want to stop my feet when someone's running with me. But quarterback-wise here, play fake, top of the drop, quick, sudden movement, right? It's boom, boom, quick. You can feel kind of the twitch to it to be able to quick move off the launch point and deliver a strike down the field, over the ball, between the hashes, put it right where you want. It's really nice. It's a really nice thing. This looks like a Sunday type movement, throw, arm strength, window. You know, when we're talking about this is not college open. That's tight contested windows, quick movement, nice throw, rip it. I love it. Next one here. Start of the second quarter. We're going to throw an interception to our guy 87 at the bottom, the number 1. Now this time it's sabotage for me. Okay, now you could make an argument here decision-wise. Maybe you take off and run, get something guaranteed. Maybe you don't get back to the line of scrimmage. To me, 87, the tight end, does us dirty. What I'm used to calling an anti-interception angle is probably better kind of described as you got to come back or you got to shave off your route back to the quarterback. You can't let the DB type undercut you. So a little movement, little flick off platform. Now, is the throw perfect? Probably not. But the thing I really want to pay attention to, and this is, again, why it's hard when you look at the stat sheet, he threw a pick and it's got to be on him. To me, not really, I guess is the nicest way I can say it. Whatever the read is, he gets here on the scramble throw. I think he actually comes even farther. So we'll say he gets all the way up to the 5. When he comes across here, at minimum, you want to stay in a perfectly straight line, right? That's at a minimum. You definitely, 1,000,000,000% cannot fall up the field like this. Because if you fall up the field like this, you allow the corner to come out here and easily undercut you. Okay? So in a perfect world, you'd come back here and you would run away from the defender. So if that's the angle, you would come out here and carve this thing down, what I'm used to calling an anti-interception angle. Now you got to be a little careful just with where the sticks are for the first down. Okay, but this idea being that you can't allow this DB to come out here and undercut. He'll never undercut an anti-interception angle where you're shaving that thing. So just watch this route at the bottom. You be the judge. You're coaching the perimeter for the Florida Gators. Up. See how he drifts upfield? Now, does his foot get caught? I don't know. But that movement right there, you can never let someone undercut you like that. That, to me, is on 87. So just trying to be objective about the decision-making, the interceptions. To me, it's hard to put this on Richardson because of that route. That route is sabotage. Okay, that route is you're not staying friendly to the quarterback. You're not doing what you're supposed to be doing at any level. Generic football at a high level 101. Okay, I'm okay with the decision, not okay with the route. Next one here, 3rd and 5. Really like this design. We're going to go quads FIB. It's for me. The number 2 up top is going to run it in. Now, it's a big hit. It's what I would classify as wide ass open. We'll go medium open. Big chunk right on him. The rhythm from Anthony Richardson. The timing of this thing. Probably going left to right, full field read. I love the design of going quads boundary. Formation into the boundary. Causes issues on the back end. We got multiple runaways. Watch him get this thing out. Up. Out. Right up on him. Nice accuracy. Now, when we run it back here, to me, you can start to see some of the things that I think lead to the inconsistencies that you see with the ball control, the accuracy, the footwork. To me, this is heel clicky and toesy. So again, the top of the drop, right here, that's the base you want to stay in, that width, that power. Not that, both your feet off the ground, heels come together. Now we stay up on our toes. We're moving forward. We're moving forward. Just hang there. You don't have to move up. You're just moving to trouble. Now, it works out fine here because the guy's open. He crosses technique. It's a nice hit. But I think it leads to significant inconsistency with the ball location and probably frustration on everyone's standpoint. From the back, you can really see the toesy element of it. Just about getting your base, your power into the ground so you can generate force, consistent force. That footwork is one of those things that's just going to be, again, you can really see it from here when we're behind the offense. Up, heel clicky. Here, toesy, up on our toes. Toes. I mean, he's throwing it from it like a high heel. Now, you're going to rotate and get off your heel, but you can't start the throwing motion from on your heels and hope to be consistent. Now, and it's worth acknowledging the fact that he can get away with it sometimes because he's got so much torque, so much power, so much twitch, great flick of the release. But it's the consistency, the inconsistency that it'll lead to. Next one here. We're going to go touchdown, seam up top. Now, what the defense is doing, I have no idea. I personally think this is better footwork. I love the timing, the rhythm of this play. You know, again, this to me is kind of one of those college throws where who knows what's going on defensively on the back end. It looks like a big breakdown. It's a nice throw. I don't know if you get this type of throw versus true kind of middle of the field closed defense. So whatever this is, I'm not going to pretend to tell you what this is. This guy's coming down. This guy looks like he's playing the half field. We're going to get what is probably the number 1 route over here. And then what is that seam route up top? Now, this is the bones of what a lot of people would, back in the day, would call sluggo seam, where this would be 1 and this would be 2. And versus middle of the field close, you try to move that middle field player over here and rip this seam. If that were the case, to me, this seam is just a little late. And why I say it won't translate is because if there is any safety play back here, because the ball's so far down the field, you know, we're at what, the 42, 43. You got to get that up and down around the 20-yard mark for that throw. This is kind of down the field. There's nobody in the middle of the field. I'm not saying it's a negative on this play. I'm just saying projecting things that translate. This type of throw to me doesn't translate because he's so wide open. There's nobody there. What the hell defense is this? I don't know. It's a nice play, and I'm glad it's a touchdown, and I like the base at the back. See the decisiveness? Hit that base. No to the left. Yes to the right. All his cleats in the ground. Generates force, puts it right where he wants to. Shows some nice arm strength. It's nice. It's just, you're not going to see this type of read, this type of throw in a Sunday setting. So again, you can see here, he almost also takes 5 from gun, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks to the left. Look at 10. Turn his back. Baseball turn. Okay, see ya. Come back. Throw a seam versus nobody in the middle of the field. It's a nice throw. And we're not going to be able to do that on Sundays. Next, we got a massive check down here. This has got an opportunity for punt return left. A little flick. Now, I love these types of creative plays, out of structure, using your vision. But again, even on little flicks like this, like just get it to the check down. Find any way to get it to the check down. Hand grenade, shotgun it out there, shot put it out there. This is a massive play. And these are the type of things that if I was coaching, if I was giving feedback to this guy, these are the types of things that you just can't do. I mean, look at the space here. There's nobody here. He's got a great chance to put this thing all the way down into the red zone, if not make somebody miss and score. There's nobody here. All you have to do is flick it. And I get it that he does. He just misses it. And I mean, what are they? 10 yards apart max? These are the types of things that will drive coaches at any levels bananas. Because everything is there. And you just miss it by, I mean, he might not even get his hand on it, which is hard to do. But he does see it. He gets it there, right? Like, it's a good decision. No, everything is a good decision. No. Flick. Oh, damn. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. It lets you know when we go live, when we put out new content. I certainly appreciate the support for the channel. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, great way to support the channel. Never been cheaper, never been more content available. Hop over there, become a Quarterback School Patreon community member. I appreciate the support. In addition, we've got Quarterback School courses, really the premium content available through the channel. Got a bunch of courses on my favorite topics: RPOs, pass protection, how to beat every coverage, tempos, even an entire offense. So check all those out in the video description link. And then finally, we've got a bunch of free resources available. We've got a Pass Pro Quiz, test your knowledge. We've got a play calling tool, figure out how to use different personnels to beat different coverages. And then finally, we've got a free passing quick game course. So if you're interested in any and all of those things, all the links are in the video description. As for this one, let's get back to the video. Next one. Miss up top to the number 2. Now, is this a corner? Is this an out? I don't know. Again, I'm not going to pretend to tell you what I don't know. I do love the anticipation here from Richardson because he lets this thing go early. So I don't know if this is a miss or a miscommunication. I'm going to guess, okay, that it's a miss. And so what I mean by that is a miss, meaning that if we're going to run some iteration of what I'm going to call scissors, and here's where the ball ends up going. First of all, I don't love this kind of thing into the tight boundary. We're running almost up the numbers. He lets that thing go early. Now, Richardson is throwing it like it's almost like a corner. The wide receiver is running it almost like it's a deep out, like he's running away. And it can be different things versus different coverages. It can be different things versus different offenses. But the ball miss, the ball location is a problem. And I'm acknowledging the fact that it might be on the wide receiver, right? He might be running his own thing, going rogue here. But I love the anticipation, capital A anticipation. Just don't love the accuracy. And again, I don't pretend to tell you that who's at fault here. But I can tell you that looking at his footwork, it's going to be hard to be consistent being that toesy. Okay, look when he lets this thing go. The anticipation is pretty nice. Look at that anticipation. He's separated well into his throw. If he puts that thing at the 10-yard marker, you see that little 10 yellow sign on the sideline? It's a dot. It's a Peyton Manning anticipation throw. He misses it by, what I'm going to say, 5 yards is a big miss. Now, the other thing about this, I think you could make the argument here, depending on how they read this thing out, that you could throw the post for a touchdown too. But that's just me. Regardless, it's probably a miss. He's got some ball control accuracy issues that I think stem from his footwork. He just doesn't have a consistent base about how he plays. That's the base he needs to stay in, right there. Stay right there with your hips, your shoulders, your eye level. Don't pop up. Get up on your toe. Look at his back heel. He finally puts it down. But man, that thing is one-footed all the way. Can't put it where he wants to, and it leads to those types of misses. Next one, 3rd and 10. Pass Pro. Now, the Pass Pro falls into this, but to me, I don't really think that this is a true miss per se. I just think it's a tick late. So the feel of it doesn't come through. Like, I think the Pass Pro gets a little lucky. I think he does a nice job here. I think he probably is side adjust hot here to our left. Just do the math here, and I'll show you from the side. But this movement right here, look at his feet. Whoop! Quick, violent movement. Reset. Does his hand get hit right here? Maybe. And if it does, it doesn't impact the throw that much. It doesn't look like it come out pretty per se. But this is one of those throws for me where, again, I kind of like the design. I think they run some iteration of a 2-3 scissors here. So we're coming out here, and we've got the corner with leverage inside. This is a premium look. Like, this is a college-y look. This is touchdown opportunity. So for me here, first of all, we'll talk through the protection, but to me, we're going to be side adjust hot here. So, okay, you're going to hang in there. You're going to hold on to the rock. Great. Hit the back foot. Quick evasive movement. Awesome. Right here, reset your feet and throw it. Don't get up. And now we're late. And now our arm gets hit. So there's a lot of moving parts here. And that kind of feels like the whole vibe, if I'm being honest, of the video. Throw it. You can see the number 3 is going to score. Up, throw it. Now, it's not textbook footwork, but he's such a great athlete. It doesn't have to be. Now, Pass Pro-wise, this is the type of stuff that I'm never going to get the answer to. This is the type of stuff that you ask in meetings. It looks like this is a 5-0 look. And to me, we're going to get this guy blitzing. Now, because the linebacker type falls out of here, I think this guy doesn't blitz. This slide of these 3 falls into this. So he comes off, he moves out, he comes out. So again, because he kicks out, they do a nice job, these 3, of sorting out this pressure. But I don't know if you can count on that. And maybe just Florida's that baller at pass protection that they can. But it looks like Richardson is surprised. You can see 65. See him set for the guy over his face. Then he fans out. But again, this thing is so close to being an awesome play from the footwork from this. Boom. Okay, now you got to make a move. To come up and reset. Love it. Throw it. It's just that, see that little hesitation. Damn. I mean, just that little bit off away from being a really, really special play. And it almost is regardless. Hits a guy in the damn hand. Tough. Next one here, 2nd and 8. We're going to get the fast motion going to the bottom of the screen. To me, we're hot. To me, he looks a little surprised. To me, this is a bit of kind of missing a layup. You can't do this. To me, the footwork is not fast enough. We're crazy toesy. Again, we're up on our heel. We're kind of caught in between. It looks like we're surprised, unsettled. So first the motion, then the hot. You can see the guy coming from the heavens, right? I mean, he's coming from way back here, 3rd level. You got all sorts of time to be able to throw this as you're hot. Just take your drop, set your foot, be lined up, and throw it over there. Don't go toesy, pointed, and then spike the ball. These are the type of ones that just aren't going to work in the league. These types of misses. You can see his back foot from this film from the wide. He looks like he's wearing a high heel shoe. He sees it. It's the right read. Everything is there except the accuracy. Because again, that would be a big hit. You make one guy miss and it's a huge hit. So again, really pay attention here to the footwork. We're going to send the fast motion, tear motion. I'm going to slow this thing down for us. Again, it's hard. It's a little hard to see just with the white on white spat here or shoe, but that is a heel up. He got no chance to be successful consistently throwing the ball like that. Just opening up, hinging, dying, falls behind him, all bad. All bad. 3rd and 8 here. To me, this is a scheme running back pass protection issue, but it looks like Anthony Richardson doesn't know he's hot again. Again, he's certainly athletic enough to make the first guy miss. Then we don't put the ball where we want. So there's a lot of moving parts here. I'm going to get into guesstimating here, but you can see the offensive line. See them pushing their hands to the right. That usually means they're sliding to the right. And now I will say that, number two, you can see the back come in here from the side. When the back comes in from the side, my experience has been sometimes they forget exactly what their pass protection issues are. So at the snap here, if we're pretending we're going to be in a 4-person slide, so we saw all their hands pushing this way, right? Well, let's just assume here that the way that they settle this thing out, it basically works into a 5-0. He's going to be here, he's here, he's here, he's here. Now the back normally would be a scan off both edges, off this time. And when you're on this side, it's usually short edge first, far edge scan second. So I don't know what the hell the back is doing. And maybe the back is in a whatever release that I'm not familiar with. But watch the offensive line. They do a good job. 65-54, setting on the inside linebacker to the right. Left guard's on 4. 58 is on the big. The back just leaves the nickel. It's almost like he's looking to the left like he's confused. He's got blinders on. And maybe the left guard is supposed to be coming to the right, but the right tackle doesn't fan out. So to me, I want to put this on the back. I really do. But this is the type of thing that, again, you would ask about in an interview. Hey, what happened here? But the reason it's on here is not that he's hot, and he's not, because I think the back makes a mistake. But look at the movement Richardson can do in the pocket. Boom, boom, reset. Now this suddenness, this is what I'm all about this. You can't teach this stuff. Dip and rip, quick sudden stop, jump throw. Now it's everything except it'd be a nice catch, and it certainly could be a better ball, but it doesn't take away from the fact that he's got this evasiveness, this change of direction. That shit translates. That translates any level. But again, it's a college scheme. It's a new scheme. Whose responsibility is it? We can guesstimate. I guesstimate that it's on the running back. It's really close to being a really nice play, though, by making a free run or miss on a 3rd and long. But nobody knows, unless you're in that meeting room, unless you're in that program. Because the things that we're looking at in this video, what translates? Change of direction translates. This type of explosiveness translates. But, if he makes that throw, it's a thing of beauty. Next one here, 3rd and 8. Now this is a special run. This is a powerful run. I'm going to call this long trap. I think it's probably supposed to be power read. Look at the effort though, y'all. Look at the effort. Not that you're going to do that very often in the NFL, but you certainly will see him run it in the NFL in the tight red area and short yardage. The reason I call it long trap versus power read is watch 54, the right guard. He's going to block the defensive end. Now he might just see him and flash. Normally, I'll draw it up when we watch it again, what power read would be blocked here wise. But he can certainly run. He's a big dude, and he's got some power, some evasiveness, some change of direction, some explosiveness. There's a lot to love about his run game. And this is 3rd and 8, and we're running power read for a first down. You're probably not going to do that in the league, but you sure as hell are going to see him run. And that type of effort, I'm all about. That type of stuff jumps off the film, and it's fun to see. So power read here for me. Not for me, for most people. Here's your conflict defender, C-gap player. We're running. That's who we're reading out with this. We're lead blocking this way. We're reading out here. The front side is going to be gap down backer. Gap down. I personally would love to get an ace there, but they might go all the way back here. And then we'll gap hinge this thing back here. Normally, this pulling guard would be wrapping to the first play side inside linebacker. Well, there's really nobody there, right? So I'm not mad at him that he takes a long trap. And again, it might be a long trap for all I know. Just telling you what it normally is, and what they run later in the game is power read. But again, he gets his feet tangled, balance, spin, change of direction, power, not finishing. Look at his teammates. Okay, this is a good encapsulation of the Florida offense for me. His teammates are walking, he's still going. His teammates are looking at the pile, he's still playing. I love that. All right, now we're into the 2-minute drive here, fourth quarter, 94 seconds left. Does a great job finding the shallow here to the 87, the number 3. We're just making a play. The vision, he showed the vision a few times, especially when things break down. We missed the flick, but he finds the shallow here. So there's nothing down the field. There's no panic. Good patience. No. People around him. Nice touch to the shallow. There's just a lot to love about this play. This is a really fun drive for Richardson and the Gators. And it doesn't work out their way, but he makes a really nice play here. I love the vision, the strength, hanging tough in the pocket, not bailing early, no panic. 94 seconds in a rivalry game. Got to drive down, try to tie this thing or go for the win. No. People grabbing you. Show some nice touch there as well. I love it. Next one here, 3rd and 4. 75 seconds left. Power read to the bottom of the screen. We're going to read number 9. He makes it an easy read. Surge. Richardson's got the juice to get out of bounds. Get the first, get out of bounds. Heads up play. Again, same blocking scheme we just went over, so we're reading number 9 on our left. He gets up the field. We keep it. Boom. There it is. Power. See the left guard pulling for number 4. Now he takes a wide turn there. Looks like a semi going around there. But really nice job. Great job by Richardson again. Feeling the bounce, getting out of bounds, stopping the clock, getting the first down. He can certainly do this. This is such a weapon at any level of football. But 3rd and whatever, running power read, knowing that you're putting the ball in the hands of your best player. Again, we just went over this play. This is the exact same play. He makes an easy read this time. All these guys are gapped down. Here comes the wrap. And again, he wide turns that thing. But Richardson, the thing I like about it is he doesn't force it. He reads this thing out. It's an easy read, but then he uses his just kind of football savviness to ride that kind of wave all the way to the sideline. Doesn't take unnecessary hits. Up, vertical, bounce, change of direction, speed, acceleration, good decision making. Love it. Next one here, 2nd and 7. 1 minute left. Down 7. We drop a dime to the bottom of the screen on an over to number 12. This is a dime with a flick. Would have been clock stop, inside a minute, chance for 4 plays for the tie, for the go-ahead. Now, is it perfect? Hell no. Okay, he moves to trouble. He's crazy toesy, but he's got that flick. He's really going backwards. The strength to be able to do this. So just the route itself here, we're going to rip this over all the way across the field. So it ends up being like 3 layers. Come out here, probably run a corner, get this guy into the flat. So it's just layers over here. Things to pay attention to for Richardson here is he drifts to the left. So he's going to go to issues. And then scheme-wise, this stuff just chaps me. You're going to have your tight end block one-on-one with an edge. You're going to have your left guard, left tackle, double team. You're going to have someone else on the right side, double team. And you're going to leave your tight end one-on-one with the hardest block. It just doesn't make sense to me. Probably a reason why I'm on YouTube and not coaching football at the highest levels. And Richardson, just stay in the center of the pocket. You don't need to drift. Don't drift to trouble. But if you do drift to trouble, having a flick like this going backwards, he's jumping backwards there. Unbelievable strength, great accuracy. There is a naturalness to the stroke, I think, that when it's just instinct, when he just flicks it, it comes out and is really nice. Watch him drift. See him drift? See where the ball is on the hash? Stay on that inside hash. Don't drift to the worst block on the field. You see 5 just walk the tight end back. Again, don't get me started on having tight ends block edges one-on-one. But damn, that is a really nice throw going backwards, right up on his face, catch the damn ball. And then finally, 3rd and 12 here. This is a tough one. Up top, we sky mail a comeback. Now, I don't love throwing comebacks to tight ends. No offense, tight ends. I love tight ends. Okay, don't love throwing comebacks to them, though, on 3rd and 12 for the game. Also got some footwork issues for me. He's not lined up to the left. He's a tick late. You can see he's kind of closed. A lot of wasted movement. I will say that there is some anticipation, though. He lets this thing go just a little bit early. Watch when he lets it go. We're throwing up top. I mean, that's a good anticipation. That's a tight end up top running this comeback. I love the fact that he is letting this thing go early. That's tight coverage, right? He's right up on him. He's looking at him. Great. Capital A anticipation. But, I mean, almost negative A accuracy. This thing is way up high. This thing is front row, half throwaway type miss. So the inconsistency kind of glares its ugly head probably way too much. Now, footwork-wise, watch the top of his drop. Get lined up to the left. So you can see here his feet, at best, he's lined up to throw to the slot to the left. Watch what he has to do with that front hip, front foot. Again, he gets heel clicky. You can see it through the matrix there. Eventually, he gets lined up to the left, but he's got to take a lot of wasted movement, a lot of extra hitches. And then that thing is just a one-hop reverse the wall. It's a double. And it's just a bummer that this is the way it ends. Again, from the back, you can't really see the footwork. We get a little pulled, a little offensive lineman. But you can see how he just, for me, one hitch, let it go. Wasted movement, toesy, eventually lined up. And then that misses. I mean, right? That's way out of there. It really is a double off the wall. Ba-boop. So that is a wrap. Anthony Richardson, the Gators versus Florida State. Tough L. There's a lot to like, I'm not going to lie, about this film. Now, I think it's worth including the fact that there are certainly some concerns, most importantly, just about the consistency for me. Whether it's ball control, accuracy, footwork, missing layups, there are certainly some concerning things. Now, for me, early on in this process, it's hard to kind of pull it apart. Is it scheme? Is it what they're asking him to do? Is it just his natural ability? Can these things be coached up? I personally always lean towards the fact that many of these physical things can be coached up, and that's why they're called coaches in the league. They have to coach them to get better. So to me, there's not a whole lot of huge red flags other than the fact that the ball control, the accuracy isn't what you'd want it to be. But again, these are college players. It's not going to be like that very often all the time on Saturday. There are still some unbelievable splash plays. There's some great arm strength, some accuracy, some big playmaking, some ability to run it, tote it, powerful, effort. There's a lot to like, y'all. There really is. We're certainly going to look at more, but you have to at least acknowledge the fact that the inconsistencies throwing the ball. I'm fascinated to see if is it something where it's more footwork dominated? Is it something where things are just blurry and we're just missing layups? Are we missing layups every game? Like spiking swing routes, missing hots, missing checkdowns for massive plays? Because that's an issue. But the big plays certainly supersede that and want me to be able to make sure I see more and more of this film. So I'm certainly excited to see more as we jump into this process. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.